Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Proxy OG Diamond Dab of the Day. Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. As always, when you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, send a like, and I reply to all the comments. Let's get started with today's interesting topic. You know what to do, by the way, if you'll enjoy it. How do we hear the term walk in somebody else's shoes and you'll really know what I'm talking about? Or you'll never know what I'm thinking until you've walked in my shoes. Well, it's very hard to walk in somebody else's shoes. It's very hard to experience things the way other people do so that you feel the same way they do. It's almost impossible. But it's an expression that we've all heard. But how many people have really tried to put yourself in somebody else's shoes? It's different to say it than do it. So maybe there are valuable lessons to learn if we try to do it. Maybe we can gain a deeper understanding of those people who we're looking at, saying that they're walking differently than we are. They're experiencing life differently than we are. What are they doing? Well, guess what? You're also going to learn more about yourself. Because although walking in somebody else's shoes is never easy, everyone should try to do it once in a while, because it's a wonderful way to simply learn lessons in life. You gain a new perspective. Walking in somebody else's shoes provides us with a completely new perspective. Not only will we see things from another person's point of view, but we'll be able to look at the world in a new way. So by putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, we'll see things the way they do, which just might change how we see the world. We'll have more understanding. We'll have much more understanding of someone once we walk in their shoes. We'll be able to understand why they're upset at certain things, or why certain things make them laugh. We gain an understanding into what makes that person unique. And walking in somebody else's shoes can remind us that everyone comes with a past that molds them. And learning about that past helps us understand people in a much deeper level. We'll have empathy. Well, unfortunately, it's easy to write off another person's feelings if you don't understand them. But if you take the time to walk in another person's shoes, you can have empathy for their problems and even provide compassion. Empathy is the ability to understand and to share somebody else's feelings. And it's really only possible to be empathetic when you experience something similar, or if you walk in someone else's shoes. Yes, you let go of judgment by doing it. Whether we like it or not, people are judgmental. People make snap judgments based upon appearance, based upon a few snippets of conversation. Everyone is judgmental at one point or another, but it doesn't do anyone any good. So when we walk in somebody else's shoes, it becomes much more difficult to make snap judgments, because you realize that there's a deeper side to everyone. We'll realize that everyone has problems. Because if we feel like we're the only people in the world that have a multitude of problems, we should try walking in somebody else's shoes. We'll see right away that everyone has as many, if not more, problems to deal with on a daily basis than we do. We might even realize that our problems aren't as bad as they seem. You'll also see that you're not alone, because everybody else has problems. You remember that old story about the people at the poker game who start talking about their problems, like cards, throwing them out? Well, you came into that poker game thinking you had more problems than any, and then worse problems than anybody else in the world. You put out 3 cards. There's 26 cards on everybody else's in front of you. So, you've got to have forgiveness. If you're angry at somebody for something they said or did, we should try walking around in their shoes. It might provide us with insight into why they said or did what they did that made us angry. It might help us forgive them, which ultimately helps us find peace in the situation. Walking in someone else's shoes can help us develop a very important thing: patience for other people. We'll become more patient, even with annoying quirks. We'll become more tolerant when we don't think people are trying hard to reach the goal we think they should be reaching. When you see the world from somebody else's point of view, we'll begin to understand that everyone tries their best. While we can't literally ever walk in somebody else's shoes to gain a deeper understanding about them, we certainly can communicate with them better. And communicating will show that we care about them. It's an incredible way to communicate and get understanding. Make sure that you try to walk in somebody else's shoes. I even think we should take the person that we think has it the worst out there and then do the person that you think has the best. You'll be amazed what you see. It won't be what you thought was there. I'll tell you that right now. When you try to walk in somebody else's shoes, the first thing most people find is utter surprise. I'm not kidding. They find utter surprise that it wasn't what they expected when they thought they were going to walk in somebody else's shoes. Well, this is the Real Senior Stoner, and it is an important topic. How, why do you walk in somebody else's shoes? Why do you want to? What's it going to do for you? What's it going to do for the other person? Guess what? It's going to help everyone. If we can find ways to walk in other people's shoes, we'll have a open-eyed view of life, much more than we do right now. Let's go to our OG Puffco Proxy and see if we can't take a diamond dab. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you every day. I'm so grateful for my audience and my fans. This has been the Real Senior Stoner, and we've been talking about how it's important to walk in other people's shoes, or at least try to. Cheers, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Let's get the dab train rolling. With our Puffco Proxy. Cheers. Not quite the pipe Grandpa had, is it? Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a great day. And remember, you can walk in somebody else's shoes. Cheers.